Hello and welcome back to BMX Madness Theme T-shirt help video. This is chapter 3, editing the file in Adobe InDesign. In this chapter, I'll show you how to change colors and edit your text in InDesign file. My name is Maria, I'm a graphic designer, and I'll be your guide throughout this tutorial. So let's get started. First, let's open up our InDesign file. You go to File, Open, and as you can see, there are two types of file. Markup file is for the versions of InDesign CS4 and CS5. If you have CS5.5 or the newer versions, just select the InDesign file. We're going to go File, Open, and then we're basically getting two different versions of this design for the light fabric and the dark fabric. Editing the colors is super easy. Just select your color here in the swatches panel. We're going to find it, double click on it, and we're going to select it, make it something, let's say green. Click OK. Make sure the preview button here is checked, and once you're satisfied, you're gonna see this. Now, as you can see, there are some blue, red, yellow lines. In order to see the file without this, you go to View, Extras, and Hide the frame edges. That's basically what you've seen. These are the frame edges. And that's it. I mean, you just changed your design color scheme. Of course, you can do the same thing for the yellow, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's quite simple. Okay, now, next thing. Oh yeah, I just have to mention here in the layers panel, you have the text, design, and the background. Background is set not to be printed, so you don't have to turn it off. And when it comes to text and design, you have different elements here named, so you won't have problem editing them individually. Okay, when it comes to text, just press T on your keyboard, and once you hover over the editable text, you just click on it, and let's say we're just gonna type smart. Now, since the text is bigger than the default one, we're just gonna go back to selection tool, click the text frame, and just size it. Okay, and that's how you get your text to be shown. If you're still having problems, it's probably bigger, so you just size it the other way. Just size your text. Okay, now let's select the text again. Let's say we want to make it all caps, so we can just do that here, or simply make small caps. In order to edit this text, we can go to characters panel, and here we can edit different properties of the text. If you hover over the icons here, you'll get what each and every icon means. So the fast version is here you change your font, here are your styles, which means regular, bold, etc. The font size, that's self-explanatory. This leading, you won't probably need it unless you have multiple lines of text. In that case, this is the distance between two lines. This is the distance between two letters. So if I make it bigger, the text is going to get wider. And here we have vertical and horizontal scale. Also, we can move something is called baseline shift. Basically, if you imagine there is a line here that will be called baseline. So if we push it up, it's going to go a couple of points above that baseline. The baseline remains the same, but you have pushed font away from that baseline. I usually set it to 0, but there are some cases you're going to need to play with it. Okay, so that was it. We're just going to make this a 0, and here we have our design ready to be printed. Now, one more thing when it comes to editing the text, you have to be aware that if you select the text with the select tool, of course, and then you try to make it a different color, this is what you're going to get, because the way the text is interpreted in InDesign is that it's a text within the frame. So if you just click the frame and try to color it, you're going to color the frame. It is useful for a lot of applications, but let's say we want to change that text color, not the frame color. Instead of going to each and every text, selecting it and changing the color, you select the text frames, and here in the tools panel you have something that's called formatting effects text. You place that, and now once you click on different colors, you're actually changing just the text color. Okay, that was it. And finally, let's convert this text to outlines. You first save this editable version. Let's say you want to change text in the future, and just it's a good idea to have this version saved to be edited later. So we save the version, this file first, and now we're going to select all the text object, go to type, change, create outlines, and now we don't have editable text anymore. We have objects like every other object here, and this is good because then when you send it to be printed, there's not going to be any mistakes. This is a good practice. Make sure to create outlines of your text and then save your file as something like my t-shirt design slash outlines, or converted, or whatever. Just make it a different version to send it to your printer. Okay, that was it when it comes to this tutorial. If you have any questions, issues, or suggestions when it comes to this template, please don't hesitate to send me an email and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one where we're going to be talking about editing this template in Adobe Photoshop. Bye!